everyone, start off by threading the needle and then take your sweater. Pull the thread right to the center of the sweater. Now slowly begin to make these horizontal stitches to it, and by horizontally stitching it, in order to do so, we'll have to go vertically as such. Continue to do so from one side to the other, and then as you progress with it, this is what it should begin to look like. Now continue to move from one side to the other, leave very little gap as you're going by. Now as you can see, we have used this orange thread, but it would be preferred if you use any color thread of your choice, or you may also use one that is similar to the sweater that you're stitching. Now draw the two together as such, and then add these pearls within it, and then afterwards add it in a circular shape, add it underneath and stitch it in place. Next, cut off the sleeve, and then afterwards take another sock, cut off the elastic portion of the sock. Now add it underneath your sleeve as such. After you add it underneath your sleeve, thread your needle and then slowly begin to sew it in. Now slowly begin to make these horizontal stitches as you can see that we are doing. However, loop the thread around the needle as such. Continue to do so, and then as you are doing so, this is what it should begin to look like. Now when you go in for the second time, pull the needle in through the loop, and then afterwards once again wrap the thread around the needle and then pull it through as such. Go the entire way, and then afterwards pull the needle in through backwards into the previous stitch and then pull it through, and then the stitches won't be seen. They would have gone underneath it as such. Continue to do it until you go an entire circle. Next, take a loose shirt and then afterwards, in order to tighten it, move on to the side of it, leave the smut space, gather all of it together and make these multiple folds to it. Now after this, slowly begin to add another fold to it, and after you've made these 3 folds, thread your needle. Now once you've thread your needle, slowly begin to stitch through the section as such. Afterwards, bring it back down and then bring it back up again. Stitch through these 3 folds multiple times. Pull the needle through and then afterwards make these multiple folds to it, or rather rounds to it, and then pull it through. Next, we'll start off by taking the sleeve and then cut it off on one of the sides as such. After you've cut it off on one of the sides, make sure that this is what it looks like. After you've taken it out, as you can see, it is double layered. So using this cloth chalk, make a line on it. Now reverse it and then slightly fold it over, then thread your needle, and then afterwards begin to stitch it along the line that you have drawn using the chalk. Then begin to make this V-shaped stitch to it as such. In order to do this, we'll have to go up and down as such, and make sure that you go all the way around so that you complete the stitch and there is no undone part left. This is how you can shorten your sleeves. Next, we'll start off by taking this jean material and then afterwards cut off the edge of it. Now fold it over internally as such. Once you have done this, press it tight together. Then using any sort of straight object, make this line using a pen. Afterwards, thread the needle and then slowly begin to stitch it along this line. We are making a running stitch to it as such. As you can see, we are going right along the line that we have drawn. Continue to do so and then do this until you reach the other side. Make sure the cloth is folded as you are doing so as such, so that it stays in its place. Now, once you go an entire circle, this will be how it will stay in its place. This is what it should look like. Thank you for watching.